to the I was gonna say the coach approach, but you know we don't call it that anymore. Welcome back. We are actually streaming right now, so I've been getting a lot of really like awful supports. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a game of support because it's ridiculous how hard it is for some of these players to play it properly, right? It's a little nuts. Don't ask my runes. I'm a beast. Get off of me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play. We're going to try to do our best to kind of teach and explain kind of what's going on. And yeah, we're going to do it that way. We are streaming twitch.tv / Ghost Blaker. Ooh, that is a Smurf Vladimir. Wait, is my MMR on this account that bad? Are we with silvers or they're duo? They must be a duo. There's no way my MMR is that bad. There's no way. No way. Oh, can't see the champs? True. I forgot I had the little game over it. Well, you really didn't see anybody. I didn't really have anybody. We went Rakan just because he's one of my favorite champions. Also, Rakan and Kai'Sa are pretty decent together. They have a Jinx and they have a Maokai. We have more of a late game team comp, so we don't really want to be too active. We do have a Vi though, so we can try to make some plays with her, but if it's like a 3v3 or a 4v4, including Kai'Sa or Vladimir, we might want to wait for like an item or two. Maybe not two. I lied. Maybe not two, but like an item and like a half or something like that. Unless it's really in our favor, especially when dealing with an Udyr. As far as top lane goes, I mean, come on. Ain't nobody going there. Ain't nobody going there. Alright, so I like to get the ability power. Not ability power, but the spell thief's edge. But I do think dealing with the Maokai, because it's probably gonna root us, we want to be a little bit more tanky. And it's a lot easier to really get her that gold. It's so weird without music. Maybe that's good enough for you guys. Alright, so Jinx has lethal tempo, Kai'Sa has Hella Blades. This means that we do want shorter trades. You know, we don't really want to have extended trades, whereas they want to have more extended trades. Okay, Pog, topside. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more. So pretty much like I said before, we're just gonna go through. I'm gonna be explaining how you should be playing support, because playing through low gold, mid gold, high gold, even low plat, there's a lot of support players that don't really understand what they're supposed to do, and there's a lot of power within supports. Supports win lane for AD carries, and a lot of supports don't really realize that. So hopefully with this video, I'll be able to help you guys out, and I'll be able to teach you guys what you're really supposed to be doing with it. I did make a Yuumi video, and that was on my main account, but that was more or less teaching you guys how to play Yuumi, not really teaching you guys how to play support. So today, we're going to be learning how to play some support. This account is gold 3, so use that as perspective. All right. We're going to start... He started saplings, so what we're going to... Oh, what in the world? We're just going to start W to get out then. Like, really, dude? Who does that? Good lord. The amount of nonsense that be happening sometimes. So that's Zac mid. That's wild. He's gonna probably flash it. I thought so. Good, we got him. He just flashed over. I'm actually just gonna... We're gonna flash over too. I'm not going to ignite because I don't need to secure the kill. We're just going to knock her up. A lot of supports... Wow! I didn't think I was going to do that much damage. I was going to say a lot of supports tend to ignite at the wrong time. So you use ignite because you want to prevent healing. You don't just use ignite just to use it. You can use it as burst damage more in the laning phase, don't get me wrong. But post laning phase, you're never really using that to secure kills. You're never really using that to do damage. You're going to be using that to reduce healing. So on their team, they really have Zac that's pretty good at healing, Maokai pretty good at healing, Singed pretty good at healing. So that's pretty much what we want to save it for. I only flashed over the wall so that I can be there. I didn't want to walk all the way around and maybe Jinx turns around and kills me. We wanted to make sure that she committed and then I commit as well. So we're pretty stacked on the kills. Pretty good. Just gonna play it slow. Come here, Kai'Sa. She's like, I don't understand how Rakan works, bro. I don't understand how Rakan works, bro. Should be free. We ignite that for the burst damage, like we said. She should be able to get that auto. We go back. Oh, she wasn't able to get it. I'm shocked. She should have been able to get that last hit there. I'm gonna go over here. And go over here. We're gonna cube behind just to get the HP. Also, we do have Guardian. We actually turned that there. I'm gonna bait it and then I'm gonna go back to her. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of bait it. Oh, he's a level 1. I thought it was 2. Okay, he's level 2 now. If he W's me, I can jump backwards. So let's see if we can use that as a bait, and then he'll get killed. Maybe he won't get killed, but... We're just chilling. We don't want to do anything too crazy. We do have to recall. We do know Udyr's down here, so we do have to be careful. Fog. Okay. Finger back. We don't need to go crazy. Clear this wave. We reset. Good job. Again, as a support, you dictate the lane. You try to do your best to ping your AD carry. It's not just, I'm playing a champion down in bot lane. You are the support. You make things happen. Chill. I'm going to get Mobius because I kind of want to roam. I'm not going to lie. When you are playing support, the best way to go about roaming is always walk down the middle. When you die, when you recall, always walk down the middle. Because this allows you to be able to see plays around the map and be able to react accordingly. Like right now, you see if I was here and I was in the same spot, look how far I have to walk. But because I'm middle, I can actually make my way. Now, do we get to make anything happen? We don't know. We'll try to get there on time, but this is why we walk down. Perfect. Wasn't even needed. But if I were, I was right there. I wasn't across the map. We're gonna just also get some wards down. We're gonna place some so we can get some vision on that boy. We could probably get a kill here. That's not that far though. I'm not gonna go for it. We're just gonna chill. Okay. We're just gonna sit, see if Vladimir wants to back. Wave's pretty thick. Udyr might come rotating. We see him. Kai'Sa's kind of just farming under the tower. Doesn't really need my help, so we're not gonna go rotate yet. What's gonna happen is Zac is gonna fly on the. Oh. Never mind. I thought Zac was going to initiate that play. He's top. Alright, we're good. Go back bottom. Cool. Chilling. So the roam allowed my ADC to not only get the experience by herself, you know, solo experience, but it also allowed me to be prepared for whether a mid play or a top play. There was 2 potential plays that I could have been a part of, and because I walked down middle, I had the opportunity. We didn't get it, but you know. We're just gonna kind of ward before we hop. We're gonna max E here. There we go. I was like, I can block the zap. Cool. I didn't really want to hit her because I wasn't sure if I was gonna take tower aggro. I'm pretty sure I was out of range though. But that was kind of like a test W. You know, you could do that if you feel like there's a possibility that there's someone near when you're going for a dive. Kind of test the waters by either walking at the champion so you don't take aggro, so that they come out of the bush. Like I just said, throw a test ability, miss, so that way you know they think you're engaging, and then you just walk out. Something that a lot of players don't utilize. This is actually pretty free. I don't want to flash for this, so hopefully I don't have to. Okay, well, she definitely shouldn't have. She would have flashed out anyway. I was fast enough. I respect it, though. Okay. You know that Udyr is probably bot side. If he's not bot side, he's on Rift. So We can go ahead and check his jungle real quick to see if he's here. If he's not here, we can go ahead and grab that drag because he's most likely on Rift Herald. He's definitely on Rift Herald, so we get the drag for free. Or we can go fight this guy. That works too. I would prefer for us to get the drag first, and then she can take his camps, just because we know he's on Rift Herald. But either or is fine. Again, as a support, you can do a lot. A lot of supports tend to, like I said, just like AFK, be a bot laner. Right? Just because you're picking a mage doesn't mean you're not support. You're not a mid laner in bot lane. You're a support. Play like it. You know, rotate, roam. Help your team. Dictate laning phase. Pressure laning phase. You know? Try to give those kills. You're not the carry. And like I said, there's a lot of that stigma dealing with like low elo players. Is the support doesn't really know how to run the lane. And so the ADCs end up doing horrible because they have no clue how to run the lane. Whoa, girl. We block that. Block that zap. Perfect. And that's why, like I said, it frustrates me so much because supports have so much power, but I don't know if like people are filled. I don't know if they don't like learn properly. CoachBooker.com if you guys are interested in coaching. I'm just throwing that one out there. But it's happening way too often. It's happening way too often. There's supports that pick champs that don't belong in support. There's supports that pick mages and assume that they're the carry. And it's kind of making bot lane miserable. It makes bot lane really, really miserable for the AD carry because it's like the role ADC has always had someone to rely on. That's why there's another person in that lane. You know, it's up to that person to make sure that that ADC can do what they want to do. In Kai'Sa's case, she wants to farm. She wants to, she wants to get her items. If we can make something happen, cool. But items is the most important part. Which one do we want? Do we need help catching anybody? Yeah, we're definitely a chase-oriented team. So we're gonna go ahead and just go Shurelya's. And don't get me wrong, I'm not flaming people every single game because I feel like they don't know what they're doing. It just doesn't feel good, It feels like you don't really get a chance to play the game. It's like you auto lose. And for me, if you guys been watching my stream, you guys know I play Aphelios, right? And so that's a specific, excuse me, that's a specific champion that actually needs to get assistance. That's a champ that needs the support to do something. It's not a champ that you can just have the ADC do all the work, right? It's not a Misfortune. It's not a Samira. It's not a Draven. It's not an Ezreal who could just pretty much sit there and do nothing and sit in the back and never get damaged, right? You need these supports to play properly. We didn't walk down mid lane there after we recall just because we wanted to make sure that we were with our ADC here. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and ward. I think she's safe. Yeah, I figured he was coming. And I figured he was coming too. So I didn't like put the ward down because I was sitting in the bush. I was basically the ward. I was basically the ward there, so that's why I didn't sit in that bush. They're not gonna be able to kill her. I can actually taunt Zac out of the air if he flies. Oh, he didn't go for it. Okay, I kind of griefed. Hopefully Kai'Sa plays this like a champ, but that was hard grief. Okay, she did play it like a champ. Perfect. I got you with the shields. Simple as that. Simple as that. And that's why it kind of annoys me. Because I'm actually a good ADC, right? Like, I'm not a gold player. So, the fact that the supports can't really work well with someone who actually knows what they're doing means that for the players that are actually gold ADCs, you guys have a horrible time, right? Like, horrible. Now I'm not saying all supports in low elo. I don't think it's low elo. I think it because silver and bronze players and iron can support like monsters. It's just like gold and platinum area. Y'all just forgot how to play or something. I don't know what y'all doing. But it's not everybody. It's not everybody. It's definitely not everybody. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can go for this play. Oh, it's free. Cool. Dragon's coming up. Rift's coming up. As a support, your job is to be the macro focus, right? Your job is to play through the champions. It's to play through who is fed. That's your job as a support. Yo. What was that about? Well, that happened. But yeah, your job is to play through the other champions. Basically like you're the carry. But, you know, you're not. Ping them back when they're in danger. You know, don't let them do crazy stuff. Yeah, we definitely want drag, but we also know that Vi's in my, or not in my, but she's dead. There's no wards. I highly doubt. Okay, he's coming for sure. Okay, cool. I was like, there's no wards. I highly doubt Udyr would come to us before doing blue buff. He would definitely do blue buff first. Ping this guy back because he's by himself. So stuff like this, as a support, a lot of players are like, I gotta go help, so they'll get near him. If you want to prevent a lot of these bad plays from happening, just run away. Don't get near the players, because they're gonna do it because you're around. He must be on Rift Herald. Especially because Singe is going that way. Oh, he's not, huh? I guess we get it. What is happening? But you see how macro focused I am, right? I'm basically leading the game. Now, I'm not saying my team's not doing anything. They're doing a great job, like for real. But I'm definitely leading the game in the terms of like what we're doing next, where we're going next. And again, that's your job as a support. You don't just follow the group. You don't just hang around. Use those pings. Be a presence. They might get annoyed, but like they can mute you. They can mute you, dude. We'll just do this. And we'll just ignite him. Tank one shot, we're good. Perfect. Perfect. Easy come, easy go. One of the things you want to learn how to do as a support is identify plays, though. You have to identify what's a good play and what's a bad play. As a support, you have a lot of agency. You have a lot of ability to dictate if you go for a play, if you don't go for a play. So understanding what plays you can and can't go for are huge. I'm gonna just stay with her, just to try to help get this thing a little bit faster. Because if I recall and then they get collapsed on because I could have smacked it to her. Look, if I wouldn't have helped, they would have been there a little bit longer, and Zach would have been able to get the kill. This guy is crazy. And if I would have recalled, I wouldn't have been there to help her. Exactly. This is my point. You have so much power as a support. Use it. It's so astonishing when I see supports that, like, I see ADCs I'm clearly better than just get a whole bunch of free kills because the support is just better. Or the support actually knows what they're doing. And then you have a support that has no clue what they're doing. And you just lose. You lose lane. You don't lose the game. It's just you lose lane. Freaking sucks. My bad for the rant. Like I said, I'm making this off of actually streaming and playing multiple games and having supports. Make me sad. So you get best of both worlds. Kai'Sa's going a little bit too crazy. We already know she's going to be in danger. He is in danger. See if we can get there in time. Damn, I couldn't. I wasn't paying attention. If I was, we could have pinged her back instead of having her do that play. It's unlucky, but it happens. I want him to kind of try to kill me. Oh, but he's not going to run at me. Oof. That's a wrap for you, buddy. Oof. Yeah, I should have pinged her back. I didn't ping her back, and she went ahead and got herself killed. This is why you can't really let when you help get someone ahead, you can't really let them just think for themselves. I'm not saying Kai'Sa's stupid, but I am saying that you really have to pay attention, because a lot of players that get fed don't know what to do with being fed. They just assume, I'm super strong, bro, let's get it. And that's not how it works, especially if they don't play the champion. You know, they're going to assume that they're really, really strong, and so they can do whatever they want, and that's how they start throwing. So you really got to be more aware of what's happening. You really got to pay more attention to what's happening. And that's another reason why you can't really let the support aspect of, I'm just going to follow the ADC around. Because if they don't know what they're doing, they're going to end up losing. Again, I'm not saying this Kai'Sa sucks. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm not saying she doesn't know what she's doing. What I am saying is that was a very bad play, and I should have been there for it to at least ping her back. Or I should have been paying attention to ping it back to try to get her to back. Or I should have just been there to get her out of that situation, because it was salvageable. It wasn't like it wasn't salvageable at all. I was just not paying attention. This exact thought process of how you got to playing the support game is how I wound up maining support in pretty much all my games. Yeah, it's really frustrating as an ADC to not be able to play the game, or not be able to play laning phase. So you're basically forced to not play the game for how long? 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and the other ADCs just farmed up to crap, or they have a lot of kills, and it just sucks. It's just not a fun experience. I don't think we need to go after that. We can just go mid. Could have got Ardent Sensor for her now that I think about it. Should be able to just straight up end. If he flies in, I'll taunt. Oh. I guess it doesn't work like that. I thought I was able to taunt him out the air. You can only knock him up out the air? I'm gonna die for this. Damn. That's some luck. We got a tower though. Easy clap, easy clap. I don't think they should have went to dive. I think they should have just went middle and ended the game. They have to defend anyway, right? Or they lose the game. So we could just fight them there. I kind of want this. Oh, they decided to surrender. Well, that was a game. Like I said, I ended up making this as a gameplay because I was really tired of seeing these same type of supports in gold and in platinum, low platinum, that don't really know what they're doing and, you know, really just making games a lot harder than they have to be. So if you guys enjoyed this video, of course, leave that thumbs up. If you guys are interested in coaching, check out CoachBlaker.com. Of course, and if you struggle with this, I can help you out. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, peace, late. Have a good rest of your day or night, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you guys for approaching this like a coach.